minutes.
Good to see you, Secretary. You know, they have the words baptism by fire, and that's kind of what you've gone through. And today's a marathon. It's an endurance race. I want to say thank you, because quite frankly, you were left a mess. There was a lot to do. Thank you for the work, because you had a mess with the airports, with air traffic control, with the runways, with the towers, with computer technology, with the lack of fiber, and you've really risen up to make sure that we're filling in all those blanks. So thank you for the work you've done. Secondly, I want to thank you for coming to the Tech Center in New Jersey. And I know you're very proud of Wisconsin, but we need a little bit of pride for New Jersey. We got a lot going on this time of year at the shore. It's beautiful. Hope you get a little time there as well besides Wisconsin. Folks really appreciate it. Thirdly, real quickly, I wanted to talk to you about drones. You and I have spoken a little bit about this. I still have some real concerns. I want to understand this better. And I know you may not be able to give me a conclusive answer today, but here's the bottom line. Last year, you all, us in New Jersey, we've had these drone sightings. It wasn't just by people that were gadflies or weirdos or whatever you want to say. These were real people in law enforcement, real people at the nuclear power plants, real people that were in the Coast Guard, and many, many others who were reputable, good people. Asked at that time, before your time, FAA said they didn't know what they were about. We had Department of Defense in the past administration, other folks said they didn't know what they were about, but not to worry. You remember all those press conferences, nothing dangerous, nothing that could harm anybody, don't know what they're carrying, don't know what they're doing, don't know where they came from, don't know where they're going. And we saw a lot of them, and some of them really were drones. The problematic part is now we're hearing they were from the FAA, but the bottom line is the FAA in the last year, we had the Department of Defense spend money and the FBI spend money to come in and to investigate. So, and I don't know if you can answer this, the right hand not know what the left hand is doing. What do you think? I mean, what's really going on? There is something there, Mr. Secretary.
I don't want to get crossways with anyone else in the administration, but I was there in New Jersey, not far away from the president's Bedminster property, and there were big drones flying over my house and my community. And I think the problem was that when you had about 3 days of that neighbor was talking to neighbor, it wasn't until later that equities came up to look at it. And at that point, I think the drones that your constituents that I saw were gone. And then people did see the kid's drone next door. They did see an airplane in the sky. But before that, before the FBI was looking, or the FAA was looking, by the way, I wasn't in the department then, they were there before the eyes opened up to start to look. And I think that's the discrepancy between when the public comment is, we didn't see anything there. Well, that's because it happened before everyone got there. And I think that's what happened.
And it's weird. I thank you for your candid answer, and I yield back.
This is an issue that we all have to deal with as well. It's important for national defense, national security, but it's also, there's a commercial component that's critically important as well, and I think we have to figure that out. It just takes some work.